Hey YouTube, so it's Thursday, yes, I believe the 7th of March. This was an old tow hitch that I had. I actually picked up the hitch at, I forget where I got it, but anyway, the metal, I don't need it anymore and the hitch part is no good. But this stuff is very good steel, so I'm going to use this for the uprights for the tow board. So what I need to do here is I want to heat this up good so I can flatten it out without tearing it. I could probably beat that thing straight without heating it, but if I did that, then I would probably tear it, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to heat it up good and then flatten it with a hammer. This is Save the Planet Day. I'm recycling. I'm stopping global warming here. And it must be working because it's only like 12 out. This is pretty thick stuff here. I think this is like 3/8 or better. Yeah. Oh, I got a package today I want to open up. I got the parts for the air compressor. I forgot about that, so I want to open them and see if that capacitor is going to work. I hope it works. The last thing I want to do is have to buy another air compressor. I think it'll work. I got a lot of when I was looking at the capacitors, there was a rating there from the people who bought them, and a whole bunch of guys, I think 10 or 12 guys said, they just said the simple sentence, got my compressor working, thumbs up, and they gave it 5 stars, so they were probably as happy as I'm going to be to see that happen. You know it's pretty thick when it takes this much time to heat that up. I could use a better tip, but this is the tip I use for general purpose cutting and stuff. And it's not going to hurt anything to use this to heat this up. What's the matter, Bully? What's going on? Come on now, get out of the way. Get, you're bugging me. I need 28 inches, I believe, of metal altogether to make one side. This thing is 30 inches long. That's why I need to straighten this so I can recycle it. I think I gotta cut these down to 14 inches. I'm gonna be going over and grabbing my laptop so I can see my drawing. I should have printed it out, but I didn't. For one thing, I don't have a plotter. I used to have, but I don't anymore. It kind of went belly up, but hopefully I'll just be able to look at the screen of it and figure out the lengths of what I need and where I got to put the holes exactly for those uprights. I'll get back to you so you're not bored to death here. Almost. Okay. So now I'm going to take a look at this set of drawings, figure out what length I need here and where to drill the holes, and then we're going to start making the uprights and putting the pins on the couplings and cut that top toe board metal piece. When I said that I got this from a tow bar, it's not the same. The tow board is TOE board. This is a TOW thing. It was a towing bracket, like a triangle shaped bracket that I used for pulling trucks that I had to move from one place to the other. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, so the design for this on the AutoCAD drawing calls for them to be 12 inches long, but I am going to make them 14 inches long because I want to make sure that I have enough, and if I cut them short then I got to be re-welding stuff. So I'm going to just cut them at 14 inches, and then worst case scenario I can drill a couple of holes if I need to extend excuse me, if I need to have the arms longer to come up above the toe board higher, I can always drill and cut and, you know, drilling and cutting is not an issue. Rehaving to weld it and make it longer, that's an issue. So I don't want to have that. So I'm going to cut these. I'll be back. You know what, while I'm thinking about it, I hate jumping from one thing to the other, but I just picked this package up today, and let's face it, I need the air compressor. So there's two of these capacitors in here, and they're both the same. Let me set you down for a second here. Yeah, and apparently 1 year full refund no matter what. Sounds like a good deal. TE Temco, I guess it is. Okay, so we're going to put this thing in. It's only going to take a couple minutes, and then we'll get back to you and see if this is going to work. So I just have it hanging there for a second, and I'm just going to flip the switch. Oh yeah, thank you. Oh man, am I glad that's going to work. Let me put the cover back on and screw that thing down, and then we're in business. Okay guys, so I am so happy to hear that thing running. So that has to build up for air pressure, and then we'll be good with that. That's another major thing off of my mind. Okay guys, so you can see I have the uprights cut. Two here, there's two over there. I have these marked for where I want to put the holes in. I want to stay an inch away from the bottom there roughly. We'll be encroaching on that about, I don't know, 3/16 maybe, but it's not going to hurt anything. So then I took a coupling, one of the couplings, and I put two marks in the center of the opposite sides because I want to put a 3/8 inch dowel pin in there. I want to weld that in, but I don't want to drill all the way through it. Now there's a couple of things I would have liked to have been able to do. I would like to have been able to come on top here possibly, but I'm just going to try this. I'm going to cut these bolts. And here's the thing, I don't have any good dowel pins that are 3/8, so I'm going to use a grade 8 bolt. It'll be strong enough, I just need to work with it. So I'll take the bolt, I'm going to cut the head off, slip it into the hole, I'm going to weld it. I'll cut the threads off and put a pin in there, or I mean a hole in here, so I can put an R-clip in there to put these brackets on when I'm ready. Okay, so that's the next thing I'm going to be working on. Okay guys, so those are the two pins, one on each side, that I'm going to be putting in here. And I'm going to have to drill a hole in these for an R-clip. So let me get some measurements taken so I know where to put the holes. Okay guys, so got the hole in the pin for the R-clip pretty much aligned up there. It's looking straight. I want to weld that in place there. Glasses on to be able to see that. I'm not finished with that. I just have it basically tacked there. I gotta do a better welding on that. I want to put the other side on then too. The problem with getting old, you can't see. I think I gotta drill a hole in it for the R clip. Let me go get it. Okay guys, so there's a left and a right hand coupling, and the pins are welded onto it. Now those pins, when I drill the holes that are in this are in the wrong place because I'm using pieces of scrap. But this will go over that on each side, and it'll be just wide enough to catch a hold of the channel that I had showed originally. Let's see if we got it here, right there. This is the channel I want to use to be able to put the use as the actual toe board itself. So I'm going to be turning it this way. I have to add some flanges to this so I have a good place to put a bolt through there, or a pin. So I haven't cut this yet, it's 6 foot long, but I will be. So anyway, so far so good. Okay guys, so that's as far as I was able to get today. I had errands to run and I couldn't work on it all day. And I have some other things I need to do today yet. So we managed to get the coupling pins in place and drilled, and the brackets there, this and this one, and they're drilled, but I'm not sure about the separation in the holes yet. I got to look at my drawing again. So there's the other coupling there. I did turn it around also so that it seems more normal to turn the shaft in a right hand or clockwise turning at this end. If you turn it clockwise, it'll go up. Now that can be changed easily enough, if depending upon how you want to put it on. But if you turn it clockwise at this end, and then when you're on the dust side of the sawmill, which is where most of the work is done on the Wood-Mizer, turning it clockwise will make it go up, and that's what I'm after. What I need to do here is I need to take, and I haven't gotten that far, I need to cut this angle, and I want to check the length of this, and then I got to put some tabs on here that are going to hang down. Something, not, this is an old hubcap, but something round like that I can put a bolt hole in. That's what's going to tell me the height of when it's cranked down and when it's cranked, pretty much all the way up, because that's important that it goes down at least 7 inches. It has to be 7 inches from the shaft up to the top of what you would see the board there, or the toe board. That has to be 7 inches, the way this is designed to hang. And then it has to go up to at least 11 inches. So that'll be a 4-inch toe board that you can pick this up to work with. And like I say, if you need more, you just have to put some piece of wood on top of the toe board. But I may be able to change that a little bit with some longer arms. In other words, drill the holes a little bit higher here. But I'm not gonna say for certain until I look at my drawing again. My problem is I don't want to bring my laptop in the garage because it's so dusty in here, and I've had it for a while and I just want to keep it. But I got to bring it. I got to make some paper drawings and bring them over. Anyway, this is how far I got, and it's coming good. I think everything's going to be fine with it. Now I can understand the people who originally made comments about how it would not work as I had it drawn, and what they were talking about is things like this. You see how easily that can throw itself off of there. Now I have an idea to keep that straight, and I'll show that to you when I build it. The other thing was that it would flop this way, and it can easily flop that way. I have a way that I figured out to keep that from flopping over, which I showed you the other day. So those were the two concerns. At the moment, my concern is that the timing is right, that it goes from 7 to 12 inches or 7 to 11 inches. That's what is most important, I think. So I need to see how this is going to work out. I might be able to drill holes up here higher and use this entire arm. I made these 2 inches longer than what my drawing called for because I remember something told me about 14 inches. I couldn't remember what I was thinking, but I just didn't want to lose the ability to go that long with them. So okay guys, I hope you're having a good one today. It's very cold out. We're supposed to have some warmer weather coming up over the weekend. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, and I don't know what I'll get done Friday because Friday starts the weekend warriors coming up, and I don't know how far or what they're all going to need over the weekend from me. So anyway, have a good one. Bye. Hey guys, well, I ate my dinner and I came back over here. So I cut the toe board. This is the part that's going to be against the log when it's in operation. It's 24 inches long. I realized that I had my air compressor back, so I want to cut. I don't know why I'm cutting these circles. I ought to just cut square tabs to weld on there, but I don't know. I drew it that way, so I guess I got to cut it that way just for the heck of it. But I don't have my regular glasses here. I can't see what the heck I'm doing. I don't know how well that's going to need something that I can ride against. Let me figure something out here. Well, I decided to just get the grinder, and you can see what I'm doing. What this is for here is there's 2 marks on this. One here, let me see what you're seeing. There's 2 marks on this toe board. One here and one here. I'm going to weld these on here so that I can put a pin through the 2 of them into the arms that come up from the Acme screw that I got there. So I'll be welding this on here. Alright, so I want to weld these on here. I roughly put a mark in the middle of them. Okay. Okay. I think I should drill the holes in here first, and then I can line the second set up with that very well, or good, although they're not that thick. I have my truck in here and I can barely move. I'm also rushing a little bit because my wife likes when I come in the house and sit with her rather than being out here. But she was laying down, so I think she'll be taking a nap. So I don't need to really worry about that. sorry about that, guys, but the battery went dead. I don't even know if it looks like this battery's not going to last either. So that's what the toe board's going to look like there.